Welcome to the Nothing Serious Pod, the best.
Boom, boom, boom. Yeah, man.
Poppers. Kumasa to the guy wa poppers.
We shall do it ourselves.
Okay, guys, just imagine there's like confetti around here, fireworks and all that. My name is Pyepar Faisal.
Michelin.
My name is Beewol.
Derek Dasha.
So yeah, we are live on Nothing Serious.
Wait. Did you see how they got out their radio voices?
Hey.
Come on.
This is how I be.
Derek, we were talking before we started rolling, and you were speaking a little bit differently. All of a sudden, you have an accent.
Mixing English with Uganda. What?
Find me at Gardens. This is how I be,
It
bro.
is what it is.
Find me at Mezzo.
I don't understand. Is that already called the waiters? Mungiri yenda.
All of a sudden, he has an accent, but go on, Faisal.
So, guys, this is episode 1 of Nothing Serious Pod. So this pod is basically about Uganda's social life. I think we all know when people want to know just those small characteristics about Ugandans. Yeah, one of them is we are very loyal.
Yeah.
Guys, we are
Yeah. We are, bro.
They said we have to promote UG on this pod.
Yeah.
We are very loyal.
Very loyal.
We are very loving. We are very calm. We are very humble.
We are very generous.
but also we are very not serious.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's very true.
Because honestly speaking, it
You
has
were overlying.
taken us like
But-
3-6 months to come to this first episode. Yes, we are here.
But it's been
Whose
long.
fault
Huh?
is it? Beewol?
Come on, guys.
Whose fault is it that we've delayed to shoot?
Oh, God.
Pyepar.
I won't
Yeah.
say whose fault it is actually,
Yeah.
but let
This
the
man
people
decided
know.
to take a trip in the middle of us planning for our first shoot. But the next thing I'm calling him is in Nai.
Do you think you can control the program of a rich man?
Exactly.
Oh, yeah, I
you know?
get it.
Those are the problems.
My
Yeah.
bad.
Just
So
to make it clear, Onoye Mgaga wa
no, guys, back to the pod. Yeah. So we're also known for not being serious when we actually need to be serious. So we sat down as guys, and the first name I had for this podcast was 1962. But when I pitched it to people,
1962.
when I pitched it
Which
to
is
people,
close to
they
when I
told
was
me.
born. It would be good. But carry on.
So when I pitched it to people, they said, "Yo, is that a political show or something?" And he's like, "Man, you Ugandans, you didn't even think Echikulu to move it as serious about all your things." And I was like, "That's the name of the pod,
Yeah.
Nothing serious." So I looked around. I know there is a Japanese show called Nothing Serious. I know there's a Ugandan podcast,
Arigato-san.
Nothing That's Serious. I think it's something like
It's
that.
Japanese, Michelle.
Yeah. But ours is going to be a blast because, man, I mean, look at the cast. It's taking.
Yeah.
So I'll kick it off before we actually dive into what we are going to
Can we
know how the pod is
propose
going
a
to go.
toast? Can someone propose a toast?
Problem.
It's
That's how you know
Hallelujah,
bad guys.
Come
Bad
on.
guys
Should
are
have
good.
given
To the
Faisal.
first of many
It's a new
episodes
year.
of this
Should have
box thing.
given Faisal milk.
Yeah.
Oh, that's where that thing was
To
going.
the first of many episodes.
Okay,
Yeah.
so
Should have
before
given Faisal milk.
we dive into the sessions, it's a 3-part pod. The first part is introductions. The second part is the top trending stories from the previous week, and then the last part is the Nothing Serious topic of that day.
The most important.
Exactly, and we shoot every week.
Yeah.
Episodes
We plan
come
to
out.
shoot every week.
Okay, yeah, we plan to shoot.
Let's
every
say-
week.
Unless you pay, of course.
I will
Unless you pay.
I will
Also
not
get
pay.
pregnant.
No.
And then we have to.
So what?
Guys.
Excuse me, can you pass me that pillow? Please pass me that pillow.
Yes.
Because, there we go.
So what's up with the pillow?
You know, when someone is blowing up,
Yeah.
we give them the
Guys.
pillow too.
And they ought to relax.
Yes.
Mutuzo,
I feel
relax.
suffocated.
Breathe in.
Breathe in and out for like a minute. Then after, we'll call you back.
Yeah.
So we're going to kick it off with the intros of everyone. Guys, you're going to tell us 2 lies and 1 truth.
What?
And yeah,
2 lies
and one truth
truth.
about you.
Okay.
And we have to guess what's the truth and what are the 2 lies.
Interesting.
Let me start with Beewol because I feel like
Really?
yes, you have the most experience on the pod.
Wow. That's
2
it.
lies and 1
That's
truth.
a very interesting way of saying I'm the oldest.
Okay, fine. One
But,
minute.
which I am, by the way.
Facts
And
are
listen,
facts. Bro, you seen your messages with MC Cuts?
I'm about to give you the pillow.
2 lies and 1 truth.
Yeah.
Have you ever met Beewol and MC Cuts having a conversation?
Of course.
Like
yeah.
their examples.
Who hosted the other?
Shout out to MC Cuts.
Who hosted the
My
other?
boy.
Because that's also
Shout
what I
out.
want to know. The host is the older of the two.
So let's see. I have been to a total of 8 African countries.
I feel like there are more than that.
That's one. Two, I was once married.
I knew it. I knew it.
I don't believe.
I knew it.
And three,
Uh-huh.
yeah. And three, at the end of last year,
Yeah.
I was in Barra. I attended a wedding, and at the wedding, I met a babe who had just given birth to triplets.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Just like that
yeah.
day.
Yeah. No, not that day. Like 2 weeks.
Like
prior to that.
when you say you met them, like was it like
No, I just met and that was it. Let's not.
like just like
That was it, yeah.
like a physical meet, like
Yeah, just-
like
I
That's
feel
it.
like
Okay,
the
cool.
truth.
So what is the
in
truth?
all that is maybe the last one because I know you were in Bar. But
Okay.
the countries, I feel like there are more than 8.
Mutuzo, what do you think?
Am I finally forgiven?
No, yeah.
yeah.
Yes,
Can
yes.
I fight now?
No. We moved
We'll
on
come
from
back,
that.
don't worry.
We moved on.
You don't want to get pregnant?
Guys, you tell us with that.
Yeah, no.
In your session.
So
I think the truth is. What was the second thing you mentioned?
the second thing was
He has been to 8
I've
countries.
been to 8
8
African
countries.
countries.
He has been married before.
Yeah,
Married
I've been
before?
married before.
And then-
I met a lady who gave birth to triplets. Who had given birth.
So we are looking for
I
one
think-
truth.
Yeah, one truth.
One truth. I think when you say married, you mean officially or like cohabiting and whatnot?
Cohabiting is not marriage.
Official marriage, like with a ring.
Yeah. Like
Oh,
either with a ring or in the courts of law,
So
whatever.
I think the truth is the 8 countries.
Okay.
Wait, weren't you married? Like, did you
Wasn't
guys do a
officially married.
fundraising marriage? Yes! They had a marriage, they fundraised and all that. It was a very beautiful thing.
Go on. So you think that's the truth?
Yes.
That I've been married before?
Yes.
You think the truth is
8
8 countries?
I would
But
go
what
with
do you think
8 countries as well.
He has been to
Because
more
then
than
like in
8.
Imbra, but I feel like you didn't meet a lady who had given birth to triplets. You probably left triplets in Imbra
Oh, wow.
without you knowing. But you didn't meet this person with triplets. So I'll go with the traveling 8 countries.
So I have been to more than 8 countries.
Thank you.
Okay.
I have never been married before. Right? I met a babe who had given birth to triplets.
Wait,
Yeah.
was that like when you decided
Did
to
you
like?
like push or like?
Yeah,
like
naturally, yeah. My friend, some people.
Beewol,
Yeah.
initially you said you
So-
just met physically,
Yeah, I met,
right?
yeah.
So was there like a turning point of you?
No, why are we digging deep into
No,
this?
I mean, we
Does
trying to find out
that
the
mean,
truth.
because you know we are, this session is about getting to know you, so does that mean you usually meet people with triplets and twins? I don't want people queuing up here
Please.
because they want twins and triplets and
I
they want
want
to
us
meet
to
you.
make it clear. I've never met you. Yeah,
So that you're not the one with triplets.
Oh, okay.
this is how we end up with twins.
Man.
That should be a good thing.
Okay, so who goes
Faisal.
next?
Who goes next? Oh, please. Which is it?
Okay.
Michelle.
Okay. I am a landowner.
Okay.
I pay 1 million for rent, and the third one is I'm in a relationship.
Come on,
Definitely,
come on.
the two are just like.
The truth is right there. Yeah.
Go with the
You can't
first
be a
one.
coffee farmer and you don't have land.
You can.
It's possible.
You could
Yeah.
be renting the land or something.
No, but you're in a relationship, so let's just
No.
yeah, that's
Whoa. Kati.
Wait, so that's a lie?
Future husband, and they say wait.
No, she's not in a
No,
relationship.
she's not. I actually would go with that as the truth.
Why?
Yeah, but
Why do you think I
but
can't be in a relationship?
No, it's not that you can't. You're just not. That's it.
Why do you think I'm not?
Because
Why
it's that
should she
time of
be
the
in a
year for you not
relationship?
to be in a relationship.
so
I don't
which is the
know.
truth? Which is the truth?
She has
By the
land.
way.
She has land, so that's
Yeah,
the truth.
yeah, she has land.
Okay.
Yeah.
The two are wrong.
Yeah.
She you definitely have
When I
land.
think about it, I suppose the land owning is that's probably the truth. Is it?
Gotcha.
Is it?
No.
What's the truth?
What's the truth? You in a relationship?
You pay 1M
Wait,
for this
what's the
place.
truth? Wait, what's the
Guys
truth?
are now judging.
I'm looking around like, no, that's
What's
too
the
much.
truth? What's the truth?
I'm in a relationship.
You are.
Told you. Told you.
Let me tell you what's going to happen.
We have information.
So relationship, one side.
The tear is going to
Of
blow
course,
up.
yeah.
The tear is going to blow up looking for who that person is.
All right.
Okay, cool.
Over
So
here.
quick one.
I'm in a relationship with God.
Oh wow. Guys, come on. Too very,
All right, here we
very
go.
serious.
I've had a foursome. I have a kid, very beautiful daughter, and I've done bungee jumping before.
So wait, so the first time is 2 guys and 2 girls?
It doesn't matter.
No,
It doesn't
No,
matter.
because I don't know.
Let me answer the guy.
That's how we know
There
whether
might be
you-
a guy in the comment section also asking the question. So,
Okay.
3 chicks, 1 guy.
That's
bro.
definitely not true.
And you said bungee
Why is it
jumping.
different?
I've done bungee jumping. I'm saying
It
number
doesn't look like it.
2 is
Actually,
I
I don't
have
think I want to answer that
I
question.
have a beautiful daughter. Number 3 is I've had a foursome.
I think you've done bungee jumping. Yeah, I think you've done bungee
Michi,
jumping.
I think you've done bungee jumping.
Faisal, what do you think?
I also don't think such things should be, because now I'm like trying to
don't
imagine
know,
it in my
maybe.
head,
But
and I
that's-
don't
yeah.
think it's right. But
What do you
I
think?
think he has a daughter.
You think he has a daughter?
Yeah, he might have a daughter and we don't
Kill
know.
us, please.
I've done bungee jumping.
Of course, yes. This dude has no daughter. What are you
So
talking
you actually
about?
never had a foursome?
Unless he's
No, I
with
haven't.
somebody's
Why, if you ever had a
daughter.
foursome,
I
when
haven't.
will I have it?
I haven't had a
Because-
foursome.
what are you trying to say about Derek?
I look up to him for some
Oh, wow.
for that aspect
Like
of life.
he's the
Because he
kind
got
of
that-
person that could have a
Yeah,
foursome.
like if he sat me down and told me your Faisal last night this and this happened, I'd be like, tell me more. But if Bana did, I'd be like,
I
no.
know, yeah. I mean,
Derek,
See,
that
because-
says a lot about you
That's not
as a
right.
person.
No, it's okay. By the way, I take it. It's good. There's so many people that are like Pyepar, and I would like to assure you that you are sticking to the right script. Talking about sticking to the right script, Pyepar. I think that should be one of your New Year resolutions. By the way, learning more about my other life. So
You could even
Damn, bro.
put it there, put it there. Let me tell you.
however, talking about the New Year, guys, I don't know how your year is coming in.
This guy, well, this guy first needs to.
Oh, he hasn't done
Yeah,
his-
this
I
first
thought
needs
I
to
Oh
do
yeah,
this.
oh yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, 3, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah.
1 truth,
Yeah.
2 lies.
Yes.
Okay, My mom just married my dad.
Okay, they
Yeah.
just had a wedding. Okay.
My mom just married my dad.
Okay.
I have 4 jobs.
Okay.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
And I've cheated in my
Current
in school
relationship?
before.
Oh,
Like exams. Yeah, I've cheated in exams before.
I think you have 2 truths.
Wow.
The marriage thing about
marriage
your
thing is a
parents,
truth,
and
definitely.
you definitely cheated.
Yeah.
Who didn't?
So, by the way, you've bent the rules.
Actually,
I know.
You've never
I
cheated in
think
school.
Pyepar has never
never-
cheated in
Are
school.
you for real?
Yeah,
Guys,
yeah.
Are you for real?
Yeah.
I was expelled from a school for cheating.
I mean,
You cheat.
First of all,
you
eh?
never cheated in
First
class.
of all, I'm on this pod not to lie. Yeah.
Yeah.
What if
Wow,
my mom
that's
is
very
watching?
honorable.
What if my mom is watching?
That's very honorable.
like on a serious
You've
note.
never
yeah.
cheated in class.
Interesting.
It
Cool,
depends on-
cool.
It depends
I
on
think-
what class you're talking about, but.
That's very.
Yeah, but-
that's
And let me say this. Let me say
Almost
this.
disturbing.
Let me say this.
Mm.
If everyone in the class cheated, I don't count that as cheating.
Would you
Oh,
come
so
down?
cheated.
then technically you had 2 truths, as she said, because you have definitely cheated.
you have no. I
have
don't
definitely-
think there's anyone.
Even if the whole class
It's cheating
cheats,
if
that
everyone
is-
else is not cheating, but you're cheating. If we are all cheating, it's
If
not
that's
cheating.
what
No, it is
also
cheating.
didn't
As long as the word cheating is there. What's wrong with this
Sharing
man?
notes?
Thank you.
No, no, it's
If
cheating.
that's your case,
Let's move on. It's
that's the
cheating.
case, I've
We've
never
agreed you had 2
cheated.
truths. All right.
Yeah.
All right.
So
We'll go back to-
back to my point of me being your New Year inspiration. Unfortunately for me, it's been both a good and bad start. I mean, amazing things are coming up, and here we are. We're talking nothing serious. That's a plus for me. Looking forward to amazing things happening this year. However, on the downside of it, man, Mr. Update.
Oh.
Yeah, Honorable Ssegirinya.
Fight
may he
hard,
continue
Mr.
to rest.
Fight hard.
Yeah. It's one of those, politicians, for lack of a better, a touched title that really hurt me.
Yeah.
I besides everything else, I enjoyed this man's, like, you know, whatever. Every time he was on TV, he was
drama,
on radio,
his
his drama. Like, you know, like this is one guy who once bought offers for women at the hospital.
Right.
Yeah.
You know,
Ambulances
and all.
ambulances.
Powerful force.
Yeah,
He
and
was
if you
a
listen to his
powerful
story,
force.
bro, it's very amazing. However, I don't know what you guys make of his entire departure and how things unfolded. There was a lot of kavuyo at the barrio.
Look, I think he's rolling in his grave.
Yeah.
Honestly, I think he's rolling in his grave. Very disappointed at how he was sent off. And there's everybody's waxing lyrical about how, you know, he was a good man and he was, you know, which is true. My problem though is even those who made sure he died.
Yeah.
We're part of the conversation. They're also, you know, talking about how he was a good man and how they did all these things, how they paid, I don't know, 750 million for his treatment. Like, dude, why would he need treatment if you hadn't treated him horribly, right? And the other thing that for me I had an issue with was that the whole funeral thing.
Yeah.
I, at the risk of sounding like I have any information or whatever, I feel like the mom, as sad as she was compromised on some level because the government wanted some kind of hand in this entire funeral, and the only way to do it was to use this grieving mom who was suffering and struggling and tell her that, you know what, as a government, we want to help you, we want to support you. So she was like, you know what, I want my son's body to be taken this side. But at the end of the day, I don't think the government should have had a single say whatsoever. Because they're the ones who made sure he died.
Government aside, I want us to
Give him
We need to give him that pillow.
Give him the pillow.
I'm hungry.
I want us to involve in the political party because there is information from some family members and they're saying that, you know, Noop in this particular case did not come through financially. They did not support in one way or the other, and the family feels a little bit disappointed. And I want to know from you guys, do you think that it makes so much sense for, you know, any of our family members who has attributed to any political party? It could be NRM, could be Noop, could be FDC or anything. Like, we have so much hope in these political parties coming through and making sure that if it has come to the last thing that we need to do for this particular deceased person, if it's to bury them, should we have so much hope that they will come through financially, or it's something maybe the family shouldn't have expected?
Using Beewol's words, at the risk of setting myself up and being bashed for the next
For
1
7
week.
7 days. I mean, that's when the
Yeah.
So yeah.
I truly believe that man's mom was wrong on every single level. And this might be a hill that I will stand on alone, and I will die on this hill. But as far as I am concerned, Parliament has a budget for these things, right? There's someone designated to arrange funerals in case a member of Parliament dies. There's a budget for it. As far as I'm concerned, I think members of Parliament have health insurance. I don't know, they pay for their hospital bills. Mr. Update never left Parliament. That means he was getting his monthly check, right? Why would you feel the need to make a cry, oh, Noop left us with Mabanja? You know, I saw her pointing at the garden. They spoilt the garden or whatever. We are starving. I truly believe that's a terribly bad look on her. At the very least, she should have given it a while. Like, let the man first rest in that grave before you start, you know, crying. Like, no,
She's a grieving mom.
Absolutely. I understand it. I cannot imagine losing a child. I cannot imagine it. But even then, there are things that you need to sit through as a mom or relative.
Let me tell you what.
It does not exist.
The one thing this whole story has shown me is the fact that a lot of Ugandans have failed to adjust towards independent thinking. Because this is the first time I saw some people, like Noop supporters, confused. They're like, okay, like, yes, we're for Noop, but why are they doing this? Like, I feel like my mom would take show for this and all that. But from my perspective, I did sit down. First of all, I'm an emotional person. So many people say this. So when those things happen, the first thing I do is I keep quiet. because I know I'm going to go online, say something, think about it after an hour and come and say something different.
Yeah.
So I sat down and I said, but from an independent thinking perspective, let's say I am in his shoes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
In whose shoes? The deceased?
In the deceased shoes.
Wow.
Yeah.
Which are those shoes you want to be? But okay.
I mean,
Okay, go on.
it is what it is.
Go on.
Yeah, eventually.
Why are we laughing, guys? We're talking about a serious issue.
Okay.
Why are you guys-
This is why we have this pod,
Why are you
because
laughing?
no one takes things like this seriously. I'm trying to be
I'm
serious.
serious now.
Please, be serious.
Okay,
The
but
shoes are too big.
from an
The man is dead. Why are you
independent perspective, yeah? Someone has passed on, someone's family is here. Remove politics away, remove money away, yeah? In my religion, I'm Muslim. It doesn't matter whether your mom wants you buried in the US or Kenya or Tanzania. They're going to bury you at your dad's place. Hell, they're not even going to do the whole
Yeah, your
celebration,
ancestral
call
call,
people, money come to tents and all that. Because in Islam, the faster you're buried, the better for you. Yeah? Ssegirinya was Muslim.
I mean, I just have a nothing serious question to ask. I know we're supposed to be moving on to something else, but does the sooner you get buried have anything to do with the sooner you go to either hell or heaven?
No, anti-party tandiko food day. Like when you're in the
So the
ground.
sooner you go
Because
into the
this
ground,
place is
the
no
sooner
longer
people
The
start
sooner,
saying,
oh, it's about the people celebrating,
For you.
not the other side.
Imagine that the longer you're on top, the more people are going to fight about all these things. Where should we take it? Because imagine let me say this.
Are you saying?
Yes,
Are you
because
saying
the
staying on
faster-
top is a problem?
Yes, because the faster they take you to the ground. Yeah.
Wait.
Oh wow. Look at him.
Guys, don't leave me. Don't leave me.
I feel like at this point, let me just look in the camera and say, the views expressed, I'm looking here, the views expressed on this show, on this podcast, do not represent the views of Nothing Serious as an establishment. These individuals are expressing personal opinions. Gentleman who loves things on top, those are his personal opinions, and they don't account for all of that.
I just said when you
You
say
know you have
challenge.
that pillow.
Yes, I'm relaxed. Moving on.
But let me just summarize.
Yeah.
So in our religion, it is advised that the moment you pass, like if I pass on before midday, ideally I should be buried
That
on
day.
that day.
On that day.
Because the faster you're in the ground, the faster your family is going to move on. Islam knew people are going to fight about these things. When politicians die, when big people die, people are going to start fighting. Like the spouses are going to come and want a piece of everything.
Yeah.
So at the end of the day, I feel like both sides were wrong. Because you know this man is Muslim.
You're
You know.
overstanding on the fence, but
Faisal, bakuzikawa.
Masi in the big
yeah,
on
we
the
love
road like
Faisal.
this.
I know which are-
The ground is even red.
It's red like.
Yo,
red, like
I'm
it's-
telling you so that day you don't get a pin. You just
yeah,
go
just
to
look for
Masi.
the red
Once
ground.
you hear a pipe or carry them,
we just
Masi in
said
the
right.
Don't be in his shoes. All right.
Look for the red soil. Okay, go on.
Work. What did he say? He didn't say. He said
Work.
don't say rest in peace. Fight hard.
Fight hard.
Fight hard, Mr.
Fight
Update.
hard, Mr. Update.
Yeah.
Look at the Islam thing.
There's the
Inna
Islam thing.
lillahi
Wait.
wa inna ilaihi raji'un.
Rajun.
Raji'un.
Amina, or what do they
Fight
say?
hard like the kids graduating today.
So the rest of us say Amen.
Anyway, guys, bad news aside, sadness aside, I just want to say there's some beautiful things that have been happening. Guys have been graduating.
Oh yeah.
And-
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
I have seen the wannabes doing the whole, oh, you're coming into the life of unemployment.
As usual.
Which is true.
But
Listen, I want to make this clear now so
We
that
already did this.
no,
give her like
I
a minute.
know you want
Because I feel like she's about to.
me down.
It's coming.
I feel like she's about to.
Okay, start.
Guys, I have done my law degree for
The
a very
longest.
long time. I started, paused for, my daughter is making 7 this year. Do you know that?
Yeah.
Wow.
Just,
nice.
yeah. So I paused for 5 years and I have gone back, putting in every single effort you can think of.
Yeah.
When I am graduating, mujaya no video, mujirage, because I don't want people to think I did not say. To get a call a meeting. You see how people do meetings for weddings?
Together
I'll-
consent.
Start
to be a big
saving
deal.
now, because it's going to be a big deal. My graduation, to get hiring of an influencer. Hashtag Mutuzo graduates.
Very good. I feel like you just paused those 5 years to finish law school with ChatGPT. Because you remember, we were studying with you. We used to use ChatGPT.
Fired.
You paused 5 years. How is it that by coincidence, when you come back, ChatGPT is now live?
Remember, we're being honest on
I
this
want
point.
us to be.
Are we?
I use ChatGPT, by the way. I use it so much. One of my closest friends at law school says when I'm making my graduation speech, I also have to separate.
Yeah, you have to thank ChatGPT. Yeah.
Thank ChatGPT. I will.
So
Yeah.
Pyepar has not lied.
He has not lied, but hashtag Mutuzo graduates. Anyway, guys, what do you think about the graduation?
First of all, a hashtag.
Paying influencers.
Look, I think. Give her a pillow. Give this babe the pillow. Give her a pillow. You need to relax.
You know what?
Relax.
Slow
You
with
need
this
to
pillow
relax.
thing because
You
how
need to
the hell
relax.
did I not see that?
Look, I think every milestone in your life needs to be celebrated, right? And in my opinion, you celebrate it whichever way you know how, right? And nobody should keep how you know because because your child has graduated nursery. Why are you throwing a party? What? It's a big deal for me. I want to so that's fine. I think though that when you get to a certain stage in your life, you have got to contextualize the celebrations.
Yeah.
That celebrating a graduation for somebody who has seen a lot of life, if you've seen a lot of life, there are certain celebrations that you have got to not reduce per se, but look at in perspective. If, for example, you got a job where they're paying you $5,000 per week, throw a bloody celebration.
Or
Right.
if you got a Range Rover Vela, pink.
Yes. If
Throw a
you got a
celebration.
BMW,
Who do I give
Throw
this
a
feeling?
party.
I feel like I have things I need to say, but this is come on.
my thinking is when you're graduating from campus, this is your first degree as a person who is 18, 19, 20. I can understand the excitement. You haven't yet failed life yet. But if you're older, if you're 28, 30, 35.
It doesn't matter what you're doing, whether a bachelor's
maybe
or
be
a master's.
measured. Maybe be measured because you've seen more life. There are
No,
bigger
bro.
things. Yes.
That's more reason for
You've
me
seen
to
more
even
life.
celebrate.
I'm not saying don't celebrate.
I'm missing all this life.
Yeah.
Whether I'm 28, whether I'm 30,
Yeah.
I done make it.
And that's okay.
I'll give you an example, and I will go big, bro. I'll go big.
But
I'll
I
give
feel
you an
like
example.
I feel like the older I grow, the less money
Exactly.
I spend on celebration.
Precisely, yes, because you have more priorities.
Now I actually
That's
know.
what I
Guys,
have to
guys,
pay.
Now I
guys,
actually
guys,
know.
Hold up.
Here.
I think we need to rate what
Guys.
celebration is.
Hey.
Because
Guys.
we might be thinking celebration and you're thinking of going to maybe say a 5-star hotel and you have this
What
nice
budget are we looking at?
listen and then you have this
Okay.
nice hold up. You have this nice dinner, you have invited about 20 people,
Yeah.
there are drinks and you're good to go,
Yeah.
and initially your budget is like 30M or 20M.
Uh-huh.
You've had a blast. Then we're talking celebration of me grabbing myself and maybe my +1, and I'm like, you know what? Let's first hit it to the
okay.
end. Listen. And I have spent close to maybe 10M. So where do we put this magnitude of celebration?
Aine.
Yeah.
Is it an issue of how much you have spent,
Aine, I have
or
the answer.
which people you are
And
with?
I have the answer. You threw a graduation party, right?
Absolutely.
Now, ever since then up to now,
Yeah.
and there are days where you've been so broke, you think back to that day. And
I
you're
wish I
like,
had.
No.
I wish you had just given me that money.
No.
So then you are within your
Context,
budget.
yes.
I feel like
As long
if
as it's
at
within
any
your
one point
budget.
in time you're in the future lamenting about how much you spent on your
Then there's a
graduation,
problem.
Yeah.
then you had a problem.
Yeah, exactly.
For starters,
Guys,
it's not even
guys,
money.
let me just
It's not
say
Me, I can't even
Money.
complain. Kubanga's my party
Is
just
it?
cut a goat. Boom.
Yeah,
So if I'm
if
broke,
it's within your
that budget
means,
can't.
Was
if
the
it's
money
within your
for-
means, do it.
Was the
Do you
money
know,
for-
I
no.
think
See?
was it like last year where someone arrived at their graduation party in a helicopter? Was
Yeah.
it last
If
year?
it's within their means,
Guys,
well and good. If you can
I'm
afford
just
it,
in the sentence
but don't
this
ask
army.
us to contribute for your graduation party.
Ametuuza agambe tugenda kukola meeting
Okay,
kwa
that's
my
money.
problem. That's my problem.
Bana mwe bonye, I have suffered
Let
Yes.
ChatGPT.
A simple.
properly. Let me tell you, I have videos in my phone, snap videos, where I had just gone back to school and it used to rain every day. Listen, I'd be leaving home, it's not raining. Then netukange bukoto. when you're sloping from like Shell,
I
the
think
police,
that she's
Michi.
Give
I
driving.
wasn't
people
driving
context.
then.
Look into the camera.
Then.
Okay.
Oh,
I wasn't driving then.
okay.
And guys,
You were being driven.
I was not.
I love the driving.
I just been waiting for a complaint.
She was being driven.
You can't find the
Bana nitwacha mulango kuva kunana mpaka kutek.
Your
Muchigato bwe batiko ina next.
parents crossed swamps and climbed hills and mountains to go to school.
I do
And you're
not
complaining
like.
about
I do not like romanticizing suffering. If it drizzles on me, for me, that is complete suffering. I don't like
Wow.
romanticizing
Guys.
suffering. My parents moved mountains and
rain could have hit
Bad
Mutuzo
or
from
good
the
for
parking
them.
lot to the lecture
It's
room.
not good.
You get, and that's painful according to her. It's
You know what?
painful.
I feel like we ought to let her
That's painful.
celebrate because we can't
No, it's
dictate
fine.
how she should.
Exactly.
Yet she is the one who suffered.
My point.
I
My
suffered,
point.
guys. It like it really rained on me.
But I feel
suffered,
like
guys.
the party
Yeah.
should be for
That-
both of you, you and Crown. Baby Crown.
Absolutely. That this degree that I'm working for is both crowns and I.
And
How about the
Just
how about the
wanted
driver?
to take
What
up
about-
on
what
night
about
as
this?
an opera.
The
How
driver?
What about the driver?
What about
driver?
she mentioned she was in a relationship. What about that person? What
Guys,
about?
I
What
said a
about?
relationship with God.
Yeah. So God also should be there.
Absolutely.
Fair enough.
With God.
The driver.
Wait, let me tell you, you
Yanita
can never
Vuga.
corner a body.
You
That's just it. You can never corner a body. Never corner a body. They live in a round circle.
Yeah, but we
Everywhere,
can,
every time you try to corner her, she's moving.
but we can agree to disagree that everyone ought to celebrate
But
whatever.
that one we can't
milestone
even
it is.
disagree. We
Yeah,
all agree.
yeah,
we want to
whatever it
celebrate.
is.
And
What Faisal and I are
Don't put
saying?
limitations. Guys, go all out if you have to. No one.
If you can
no
afford
one.
it,
And that
Yes.
I think by the time you graduate, in my opinion, or in Akumagezi,
you'll
no.
be shocked. You'll be shocked.
ate bino ebintu by'okugamba mbu ate mu sente za graduation singa wazitandisemu business oba it's not guaranteed that
people
when
go
sente
all
za
out.
grad neziteeka mu business
But just
egenda
kola.
kukola.
Let's
Go
not
all
forget.
out.
Let's not forget one bit of graduation that people actually miss. The people who have failed to graduate in that year.
Yeah, bunch.
Because now, like me, I failed to graduate. I think about 3-4 years. Yeah, I'm a max Zavola. So I did. For context, I did telecom engineering. I was supposed to graduate in 2016, guys. 2016. That election year. I graduated, of course.
Yeah.
Rosas in Envidi zikula in like months. I graduated in 2021 after COVID.
Yeah, so you deserve to
For like
celebrate.
4 months, as 4 years, 4 to 5 years, as literally looking for my marks. And I remember those 4 years, I hated every lecturer that was about that issue.
And you had every right.
From the
You
dean
had every right.
to the guy who lost my marks to the guy who gave me a retake. But when I finally graduated, I said, you know what? The happiness I saw with my mom
You let
and
them
dad,
go.
it just
Yeah.
blew me.
Let me
So
ask you
for
something,
all those,
Faisal.
let me first finish. So for all those who feel like you feel bad, you fail to graduate in the Kambagambi, right now I have a couple of jobs. Yeah, but I can guarantee you that some of the people who graduated before me, 4 years before, I
They're
my
still
inbox asking
struggling.
me for some money. I'm not
Yeah.
making fun of them,
Yeah.
but what I'm trying to say is
okay.
It's honest
it's
truth.
okay to graduate late. Let these people not pressurize you.
Absolutely.
The thing is, get the job first. Whether you've graduated or not, make sure wali ku market yemi.
That's where the money is. Yes.
That's it. So you were saying.
I wanted to
Wamakuba
ask.
disco gwe pipe muveeko nebyomakuja kuja later. Enjoy my friend, enjoy. Life is short. Don't know we offer.
And if there are any people watching this and they just graduated, guys, you can invite us to your party. Yeah?
And
And congratulations,
you
guys.
deserve
Man.
it, you deserve
Yeah,
it, you
we
deserve
can
it.
raise our glasses to
Yeah.
all those who
Yeah.
have graduated.
Congratulations.
Yeah, congratulations, guys.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
Speaking
life
about-
begins now.
Speaking about you, people want to pay influencers to tweet about your graduation.
Don't
Did you
know
see?
that because it's I saw.
Did you see? Our CDF has left Twitter.
Man! That's
Kati nze
a
mpulira-
fallen soldier,
Ekinuma
bro.
nnyo.
Nze ngenda mu
No,
misinga
because
mani.
No,
Twitter
man,
has
no.
never been as interesting as it has been during this period.
Yeah.
We
Yeah.
have our CDF,
Yeah.
our lawyers, our activists, versus back then when you used to fight with feminists.
Jafemi is so
Obijukira.
We want our podcast. We want our podcast not to be cancelled before.
Guys,
Can't you
I have your back.
Beewol.
I will beat them up on your behalf.
But you know something I've noticed about what's happening online.
Yeah.
Like there are a number of cliques, that show up. The lawyers have their cliques, and the feminists, and then there's Gazaland, Twitter, and I don't know what. Then there was Sama. There are those people who are sun kissed all the time. You look at the skin, you're like,
Then there are those who ask stupid questions.
And then there are those.
Like, guys, what have we eaten?
Yeah.
Like,
So there are different categories of people. For me, as a person, first of all, who has been on Twitter for like 50 years, I think one thing that I've observed painfully. Painfully, let me finish my point.
if you look at Banner's early Twitter pictures, his early Twitter picture, even that hair.
Listen,
I got my one. Beewol is older. Beewol was the first
It's just because
This was flown to Nairobi in
it's just because
2013.
and I have some good female friends.
Actually, for me to decide to become,
I look young.
For me to decide to become an influencer,
But yeah,
it's because of
yeah,
Beewol.
but what I was saying before you guys rudely interrupted me is the guys who are out there who are vying to be, I don't know, influencers or big wigs, whatever, that you need to, and in 2025, one of the things I would advise, right, is your peace of mind is going to be very, very key. It's going to be very, very important. That people are going to drag, people are going to say things, people are going to research and say all these things. But going on to it, first prioritize your peace of mind. This year, we want to focus on us, focus on you. And I think that's what the CDF is doing. He said, but every time I get online, now it's financial Nicki Minaj, it's financial Beyonce. Let me free myself from this thing.
CDF.
Let me free myself from this thing.
I feel like
Rasta Party. He said he's going to throw a Rasta Party
led by Balam.
Balam.
That is why on this topic I would like to refrain from any kind of comments because take comida.
No,
Beewol has tested the thing can manage body or
By the way, Beewol.
Shout out to
now
I've never gotten the real 411 behind. We came, we visited you, but for you looked healthy.
Yeah.
Because obviously already you don't have hair on a normal day.
so
when we found you there, it was a normal setting. You get what I'm saying? Like
yes.
already he has no hair. Oh, yes, you are
was
but
just the
can you tell us about just 2 things you found out being in prison? Just 2 like
what
this.
I can say, I will tell my full prison story when my bail ends, because I'm still out on bail.
Oh my God!
Yeah.
So you can't work for government.
I'm still a guest of the state. They can call me when they need me. I have to behave myself. So that's why I cannot tell a lot of. But it's not something I would recommend for anybody.
But
I would not recommend it even to somebody else.
You was.
It's like I say for now, in your eyes.
Yeah,
I know, right?
Laugh at my
More
bail.
relaxed.
But I'm over relaxed.
on the walls of our
Never
classes,
Never
lockers,
forget.
never forget. So
Yeah.
Beewol and he had a minute to write down some of these things.
Yeah.
Never forget
These
Beewol
guys
was
told me
here.
they were celebrities there because I saw them on TV and they're now seeing them in person.
But you know what it means seeing you on TV? A few hours later, you are alive.
The guys who are watching this thing, if you keep watching, if you keep watching Nothing Serious, in the coming episodes, I'll be releasing a few secrets.
Yeah.
Right?
But me, let me
Of
tell
what
you
used to
something.
happen.
Me, I'm proud. I'm proud
Yeah.
of you guys because me, you remember the time they picked me up during the 2016 elections. Let me tell you guys something. Why don't I be there? 6 years later, I'm here enjoying my leave. And people have started posting that video again. They're like, on this day,
Yeah.
5 years ago,
I'm like, man,
I made a video.
I think you need to give us. I think you need to tell us the story.
That was a video.
That's what I'm in charge of doing.
It was the whole video.
I saw my man on the video.
I think we need to have a segment where we have story time
Yeah.
and we talk about these things. For example, how he wore a whole yellow shirt and apologized.
Yeah.
I would want to know that story.
Yeah. I think for the future, Let's earmark. Let's have a segment where we shall talk about those stories.
Yeah, we
Because
would love to
there's a lot
know.
of wealth in there. So guys who are watching, be ready.
Yeah.
Anyway,
But
but
sleaze.
what I was saying is, yeah, when they took me into the interrogation room, yeah, guys,
Oh no,
I've been scared before, like when they're going to remove my tooth, when they tell the time they told my mom I'd been expelled from school.
No,
Those are the two situations I remember, but the one that tops all those two is that day.
Yeah.
Because they told me, yo, where are the people who are supporting you online? And honestly, yes,
You're alone. I said you're in the room alone.
the whole month I've been here saying A, B, C, D.
What am I
E,
for
F,
me what
G.
I want to
Yeah.
know?
Actually,
guys,
people of today are so lucky because activists are actually there and it's working. Like you get
People can
arrested,
fight for
people
you,
come
yeah.
and
Guys
fight
fight
for
for
you.
you.
Yo,
Absolutely.
me, the guy told me, "Are you seeing that bus there? The prison bus going to Luzira is Budget BH Sumuruzo. It is running." And they told me, my farm, if you do not explain yourself, bus here, tomorrow is elections.
You
You're
panicked.
going to go. You're going to be there for a couple of what days? We don't know. We can't tell you.
Yeah.
So in my head, I was like, Faisal, being a Twitter troll is dope. You get all these likes and all these things, but at the end of that day,
Yeah.
You are
Yeah.
solo.
Yeah.
you are responsible for what you put out there.
You think about CDF?
But the one thing that really hurt me is the comments I made. I didn't know they actually hurt the
Somebody.
girl,
Yeah.
girl that way, because when we were there, she would actually tear down, and she told me about how everywhere she was going, people were like, "And she the girl, and she the girl, and she the girl."
Yeah.
So because of
Give
that,
you perspective.
I'm not going
I
to say
don't
I
want
was
us-
forced to do that.
I don't want
apology,
us to dig deep into
that apology.
particular
I think
That
we've already
apology,
done-
okay.
we've already done
Because
it.
people are already talking about it. Let me just
let's
tell
close
them.
it off.
Let me close it off with this. That apology was well intended. I wasn't forced to do it. I actually did it because I understood what I had done.
Yeah.
Two things for me as we close it up. Was the yellow shirt coincidental? Because you talked
That
about
was my
general
question.
elections.
Guys,
Yeah, he was in a yellow
keep
shirt.
watching. Keep watching.
Like, I have never, ever in my life seen a man who wears a yellow shirt and then puts
I
on a
think
grey
you should
blazer.
plead the
I have
fifth.
never. But I saw Faisal.
You should plead the fifth and leave it at that.
And yeah, food
guys,
guy,
Lastly, do you remember the Jama that recorded the video?
I think it's time to go for the last segment. yeah. I was saying
I feel like I'm going to enjoy this thing. I'm going to enjoy.
our game. Someone told us to have a game.
yeah,
Let's do that now.
Yeah, he was
Yeah.
supposed to introduce us to
Before I
him.
even introduce the game or whatever, guys, get into the comments and tell us what you think this man was thinking, because his wardrobe collection that day was very unique and it was intentional. So tell us what you think. Have you ever been in a situation where you're forced to dress a certain way, either to apologize or to appear somewhere? Has your partner ever forced you to dress a certain way to go for an event? Let us know in the comments.
Respect
right?
the pillow you have.
Absolutely.
Yeah, relax.
So, as we prepare to wrap up, there's just a small activity I want us to do. Real quick. We're going to mention random words, right? On the count of three, when I say go, you mention a word. Ideally, at the end of it, I want us to arrive at a similar word, or the same word, if we're lucky enough to arrive at the same word.
Mizanjaba International School.
Yeah, so let's give it a shot. When I say go, you mention a word.
Okay, so first repeat the instructions
Right.
again.
So the instructions are, I'm going to count to three, say go. When I say go, you mention a random word, whatever comes to your mind.
Okay.
So each of us is going to mention a random word. The idea at the end of the day is to find an intersection somewhere. We need to meet somewhere.
Okay.
We need to quagga down
All right. Go on.
somewhere.
Quick. Man,
Quick,
that
quick,
one is
quick.
a challenge for me, bro. Quick.
Quagga down.
My
Danga.
Okay, let's
Now
go.
for the daga, I got you.
Okay, yeah. Okay.
All right.
Fine.
You guys are ready?
Yep.
1, 2, 3, go.
Six.
Music.
We repeat.
Wow.
I stopped on 3. First, we go again.
Okay. When I say go,
Yeah.
right? 1, 2, 3, go.
Fire.
Buddies.
Love.
Six.
6.
Buddies.
Fire.
Fire. Okay. Do we have a word? Have we gotten the word? Think of a word real quick.
Yeah.
We ready?
Mm.
1, 2, 3, go.
Relationships.
Wait, Chanja?
Chanja?
Mirror.
Mira.
Mirror.
As in,
Like a mirror.
oh, like a mirror.
Don't lie.
I thought we had gone down.
It's okay. It's okay.
fine.
Yeah.
Chanja.
Is Chanja,
Mirror.
Mira, relationships,
Cuddling.
cuddling.
So which direction are we taking?
Okay. Seems this man has a direction he wants us to go. Okay. Cuddling, relationships. Okay. Are we ready? 1, 2, 3, go.
Heartbreak.
Threesome,
Heartbreak.
heartbreak,
Silo.
silo,
Orgasms.
threesome,
I'm sure that
Threesome,
people have been to Silo
orgasm.
this
But
December.
I like the combination though. We are close. Silo, cuddling, orgasm, threesome. Oh yeah. Okay. We're on the right track.
Okay. Okay.
We need
Are we?
to
Yeah.
upset the scale.
Yeah. Have we gotten the word?
Yeah. Yeah.
We ready?
Yeah.
Wait, okay. All right.
Are we ready?
Yeah. Give us.
1, 2, 3, go.
Live.
Vagina. Vagina.
I said live.
Live. What did he say? What did he say?
Pyepar, you're out of it.
What did he say?
I wanted to say Postina, but I don't know what I said.
You don't know. What did he say?
Calming.
Okay, we're close. We're close. We're close. We're close. Calming.
Vagina.
Vagina. What did you say?
Orgasm.
Calming,
Live.
vagina.
Live.
Calming, vagina. Live. Hey.
Last round.
Are we ready? It's the last one. We should get, at least 2 people should get it. We should get the same one.
Okay, right.
Are we there? We ready? 1, 2, 3, go.
With
Instagram.
I think I killed it. I think let's wrap it up. Let's leave.
Orgasms withdraw. I think we are the guys.
No, we are close. Yeah, we're close. But it's fine.
We are the guys.
It's fine.
We are the
It's
guys.
fine.
We are the guys.
Listen, by the way, guys, get in the comments
Yep.
and tell us, first of all, who do you think has the wickedest mind? I think this guy's mind is. It needs
I thought you
help.
said
Needs
let
to
them
be
tell us.
clean.
It needs to be.
Beewol, I thought you said let them tell us.
Tell
Why
us.
are you the one
Yeah,
coming
tell
up with
us,
this conclusion?
Tell us.
Give him the pillow.
Yeah.
Give him the pillow.
Yeah,
Next.
now that you have
Tell
the
us in the
pillow, I can
comments.
say this.
Tell us
It
in the
is
comments.
known
Yeah,
for being capable
Yes.
of having a foursome.
absolutely.
By the way, you
It
guys,
is known for being
the
capable of
first
having a foursome.
party this guy took me to, bruh, everything was international. Even the dogs in the compound.
Yeah,
They had these great dens, like the dog was up to, whatever TV on Mutuzo where the dog was up to date.
And
The parties were international, the cars in the parking lot were international. Ndia, even to see the dogs, I thought they had hired clowns to like dress up as dogs. So I'm there, I'm seeing a dog, I'm just like, shit, guy, like, bam, the guy's like, yo, that's a real dog. Aine, you made my lockdown.
Can we go to nothing serious as we wrap up real quick? Beewol, you got something unserious going on that you'd like to share with us. Let's get into it real quick.
Right?
Yeah.
Hey.
No. The dog was.
Shout out to my
I
boy
am
Warren,
young.
CEO Dogs for You. Big shout out to you, man.
But that party was bloody.
Yeah.
It was wild because I don't know I go back home.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Man, lockdown.
Like I
is
remember
Drink.
everything about that party, but how until that means I didn't go back home.
crazy. Yeah.
It was Sigala wow.
Yeah.
It was wicked.
I lock you, Mr. Lockdown.
It's not like the DD party.
I
but
do
yeah,
not.
It was a good party.
I lock you, Mr.
I don't miss
Actually,
the lockdown.
speaking of
Put me in
lockdown-
situations I would never have wanted to.
Speaking of
be in
lockdown,
ever.
me personally, as we go into our last segment of the show, the nothing serious topic of the show,
Yeah.
I feel like when the lockdown came, it brought a system of marriages that that was required. You get, it was essentials. You have a wedding, call your essential people. I actually missed a best friend's wedding during lockdown. I won't mention the name, but I know if he ever sees this clip, he will know.
Yeah.
Or his sisters will tell him. So I'd been with this guy for like 7-8 years, like through school and all that. We were tight. Okay, at least I thought we were. But bruh, wedding came, Nigeria movie fan. Like not even, sorry, we can't invite you because the list is Nigeria movie fan.
That's it.
Faisal.
Yeah, and at first, I was pressed, but I was like, but you know what? This is not about you. This is their day. You get like,
it's not you.
don't even say anything. Like, move on. Do
Yeah.
not have expectations.
Chill.
And that's not just me, but weddings all over in UG, weddings and introductions. It was to a minimum number of people, a minimum number of presents, a minimum everything.
Yeah.
But now I feel like the moment the lockdown season ended like this,
People went all out.
it just boom. People now bring containers to introduction ceremonies.
I saw that video. Did you see that
Yeah.
video?
Container, the actress. Like even the actress strap is a present. Like there's a ribbon on the actress strap.
For context.
And the container, like go and even start a business.
So for context, for guys who are watching this and you're not from Uganda, you probably don't know what we're talking about, Kwanjula and those things. But so when a man is betrothed, to a woman, when a man has proposed to a woman and he wants to marry her, there are certain ceremonies he goes through. He introduces himself to his family. The woman introduces herself to his family, and also then the wedding happens. But it's become so lavish in Uganda that there are TV shows that actually focus specifically on weddings and introductions. So what people do is, my wedding should outshine another person's wedding, which means people are spending all these lavish monies, all these random things. And I'm of the view that, first of all, I'm very traditional in my thinking. I think we need to go back to arranged marriages.
Wait, if you're traditional and you're thinking, why are you not married yet?
I'm coming to that.
That's why he's advocating for arranged marriages.
We need to go back. Yes, because there are no more good women out there. Listen,
Don't lie on a public
Even on this
platform.
let me not be interrupted. Can I be protected?
But thou
please?
shalt not lie. We said we are being honest on this pod.
No, listen. Every good woman is either taken.
Oh yeah, that's true.
Or she's a lesbian. And that reduces the number for us, right? And that means that the rest of us who want decent women, it's a struggle, and you can't change a lesbian to become. It's hard. It's tough.
Somehow I know a woman is in mind when he said that, but let me just keep it up.
You ever been in a band, you realize you're hitting on the same chick with a woman? You're like, whoa.
So even when you're seeing somebody, you're having all these conversations with them and and then one day you find random messages from somebody like, hey, but babe, why are you cheating on me? Like, don't worry about it.
That's a
4 weeks later, you realize the person she's cheating on you with is Doreen. And you're like, what? And you can't compete with the Doreen.
If you're a Doreen out there and you took Beewol.
So, yes. So I think we need to go back to arranged marriages. This is going to sound very bizarre and strange, but I think we need to go back to a time of arranged marriages. And I'm just saying that because Sina Muntu.
Beewol ebyokukwana bimulemye kati ayagala
No,
bamukwanira.
by the way, ensonga beera valid Beewol.
Yes, but Sigaman been named, but Siniaga it doesn't excite me, right?
You don't like vibing?
But no, I don't. But the thing that I like, or the thing that I would like us to go back to, is a time when people stayed in marriages, not for the wrong reasons. Nowadays, people go into the marriage because we had a very expensive quandula, or we are competing with the other people. The other people married, so now we also have to have a marriage.
Yeah.
Or society wants you to be married. What do you mean you're 35 and you're not married? Are you okay? Are you functioning? So all of those reasons, right, are very, very wrong reasons. And yet back then the key thing, one, was procreation, which people don't want to do now. Well, no one wants to give birth to kids, right? Procreation. And then two, let us sustain each other.
Seems like Mutuzo is going to end up with a relaxed spirit.
That should be the goal. So back in the day, marriage was a big deal. People got into it and stayed in it. Most of our parents got into marriages, and they saw it out till the end. They've been together for 20, 25 years, 30 years. Now, 1 year, 2 years maximum. It's over. And yet the marriage, if you look at the budget that was there.
I know Mutuzo is banning for this topic.
So let's go back to arranged marriages. Let there be a committee that sits down and says, people ofana notia, oyagalachi, oyagala mukazi aliatia, then omukazi oyagala musajja afana natia. These two look like they would match, right?
Do you think it would be a better option to go back in time where they used to arrange these things for us, or we would rather introduce something which could be new in our community, but very very usual in outside countries, for lack of a better comparison? Say arranged marriages, and you sit down and you're like, you know what, I'm with Sheila, we're going to do this for 2 years. After 2 years, 31st of December, kasta fireworks zimiuka pia nganafe tudamu tuela babu. Should we continue or shouldn't we continue?
Yeah,
this one
I was going to say,
let him first finish,
So yeah, would you think that would be a better deal? Or you would rather stick to Pyepar dero tugende tunyonyeze Beewol mchala tumufune tugambe.
My last one is,
who
would you want to be matched with? Apart from Winnie Nwaji, because that answer, Winnie Nwaji is always your number one.
Yeah,
Apart from Winnie Nwaji,
meaning
who would
he is
you
obsessed
want
with you.
to be matched? Like they have come to you, like, okay, Bernard, now it's time for your arranged marriage. Ani go tukufunira.
Who's your type?
Look at him.
Beewol, tell the audience you don't know. All I know is, tell the audience you don't know, you never know. We might get your wife. We might get him a wife through this. So tell us.
I've never been a heartbreaker.
And you've never been married before?
But I'm going to be one. That if you think you might be the person for me, take a shot of the drink and forget, erase your memory. Like
this went
because
the wrong way.
Yeah.
Why?
Yes, because I believe that if there's somebody who is for me, they will come. The universe will bring them.
This is how the universe is bringing you your woman. You want say what you want.
The universe is in the comments.
Yes.
He asked something else. Our other two questions.
Yeah.
We need to wrap.
Yes. So he mentioned, he raised something that is very, very
important,
key, right?
Yeah.
And I think you agreed with him, right?
Yeah,
in the sense
do.
that can a marriage be, you say we're doing 18 months.
Time bound,
right?
yeah.
After 18 months, let's go back to the drawing board. Let's circle
Yes.
back.
Yeah.
Personally, I am 100% in support because I don't know if you people are noticing it out there. People get married 6 months later, they stop posting each other. 1 year later, they stop
sleeping in the same
same bedroom. 2 years later, they are beating each other now. My opinion is all about Airtel na bundles. Zigwayo.
Yes, Mega Friday. Actually, there are two.
By
There's
6
the weekend
a.m.
bundle. Let me use this opportunity.
No, but at the end of the week, your bundle expires.
Yeah.
I do think marriage should work that way.
Bundle.
Yeah.
And let me tell you, if you guys love yourself so much, so you don't have to come to this pod and like quarrel or fight with me. If you guys love yourself so much, you can always renew your marriage at the end of the year.
Amicably.
If you do not, go separate ways. No
Absolutely.
one should be tying the other in a marriage. Or yeah, only single madam bufumbo ganyo vayo. Now, if the year had ended and you're like bando ewedeyo, techikola, we sit down, talk about how we're going to manage the kids or property or whatever, and we go our separate ways and get myself a new bando from somewhere else.
So fena tukiliza tulitimu bando
0.
Oh,
No.
this is my opinion, and I think it would work.
That's
for many of you
but you see,
considering
all
Bona.
this still does not remove the point that this has turned into a transactional
Exactly.
thing. Because whether
I think it
it's a
should be.
bundle or not, people are spending outrageous amounts of money for wedding ceremonies these days. Yeah. And Bernard, for your case, arranged marriages, yes, it would be nice, but 2 years ago, my dad tried to arrange a marriage for me. You think they're scared at 32, at 28. This man then calls my mom. He's like, yo, I've got a Faisal, a woman.
Yes.
But this woman is where? In Tanzania.
Okay.
So my mom calls me. She's like, hey, by the way, did you hear what your dad said? Your dad said they've gotten for you a woman, and there's this family they want you to marry to. Yeah. So at first I'm like, man. I mean, I've never been to Tanzania before. Might as well,
It's an opportunity to
take the opportunity.
Yes, check it out.
Long story short, we're in TZ. We're at this house.
What?
These guys were rich. Like rich of
So what's the
Rachi
I want to see how this ends.
Yeah.
Go on.
My only problem is that now this follows a specific, like the Muslim way of weddings. Like you first, they put you and the bride to be alone for you guys to judge and get to know each other.
Yes, yes.
Problem number one, I don't know Swahili.
And the
They
chick
tell
didn't
me
know Swahili as well.
habari.
And the baby doesn't know English.
I'm like, I don't know that song.
Love transcends language, bro.
And then, bruh, they asked to check my assets. Like, brother, down there.
Are you serious?
Are you endowed or not?
Oh, like for real?
You're seeing the person for the first time, so you have that.
Bro,
bit
it's
of-
an interview. It's an
Yeah, but
interview.
we-
Wait.
You must have
Who
your
was
CV
who was
ready.
doing the checking? Was it the chick or like?
It is you and the girl. In
Yes,
this
the
room,
babe
then
wants
they
to
put
see
the
if
brothers
you want
like
it.
outside.
So the babe is the one seeing.
Yes.
Yeah, the
Why
babe
not?
wants to know the family.
Chitty-chitty-chitty.
Because she has to. I mean, you are. Remember, they marry you before you even have sex or kiss or
Yeah,
whatever.
exactly.
All those
They
things
need
you
to-
find there. So if you want to know, that is the time.
Do you also
So
get
let
to
me
find
ask-
out the drainage system? I want it to sound the way it sounded.
Anyway, but
Right, so when they say we want to check your assets, do you like pull your pants down? Does she like hold?
yeah, I thought.
You go-
Anyway,
Like,
honestly,
you hold to see?
Yeah.
honestly,
Like what happened?
and I don't know, she might be, she won't understand it. It's in
We are
English.
sorry.
It's in English. She didn't know English.
Up to now,
Guys,
she's still illiterate.
I stopped. I said no because I feared getting bewitched. Because some of my friends here told me, yo, you're going to TZ, you're going to marry a Tanzanian woman. Okay, be careful.
So
Kubanga.
that's what stopped you.
You might find
Otherwise,
yourself in a what?
Otherwise, singakati finds a
bruh.
kumbo.
I'm not
Not
very
that,
opposed to
but
that.
even me, my guy didn't perform because I'm not going to
This
show.
peer pressure.
I'm not going to
Yeah.
show off now in your worst moment because
You
my
can't,
worst
yeah,
moment is not
yeah,
my best.
Yeah.
So nagambo mani
You know, she named me.
Kampala. Tugende ku meza.
Yeah, we are wrapping up Pyepar tanzize mu kibuzo kyange. Do you also as a guy or as a male get an opportunity to
How
check?
could I ask? I didn't know how to ask that in
Yeah,
Swahili.
I know.
You have no translator.
I tell you how translator can I said the translator.
It's only the two of you.
It's only the two of you in the room.
That's how arranged marriage is. But it's only the two of you. Once you agree, then they bring
But you
together
know
the
what?
family. But what I liked about it is at that point in time they already set like
Yeah,
everything
everything
is
has
set.
been sorted.
They know
It's
how
just the
much
two
it's
of you
going
two.
to cost. They know you get. So
Yeah.
there's not this thing of lavish. You have to impress so and so because the families are the dad and the dad had agreed.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's where I kind of support Bernard's idea, but also the difference in culture would present a problem in Uganda because now, bruh, arranged marriage, bakuleted a girl, let's say from the north, you know those tall,
Yeah.
dark-skinned beauties,
Yeah.
very
Melanin.
nice looking.
You need that in your life.
Meanwhile, I used to have a thing for women taller than me.
Right? Yeah.
Faisal, wrap it up. Our time
In
is done.
short, in short, there's no solution. Let people get
So,
married the
yeah.
way they want.
Is
Whether
it
it's a bundle,
Beba
whether
money.
you're coming in a helicopter or whatever, just don't cry for us 6 months later
There you
asking
go.
for loans.
That is the key thing. Yes. Underline
Because fetukena kuja, I swear I will eat. Me, I don't go for a wedding and I don't
that.
eat.
You must get, yeah.
Kubanga nzize nyambadde, I've taken off my. I have to eat.
After
your
you
money.
contributed.
Exactly.
Mostly, please take your time. Faisal's mom got married at 60.
Oh, she just got married over the weekend. She's 60,
about 60.
60 years old.
So take your time. You have all the time in the world unless God decides to call you home. Me, that chino chizizamu amani. Cutting. Every time I can do my bad manners now. And
The time will
then,
come for you to settle.
a time will come for me to get married at like
Yeah.
50
I'll
or something.
tell
But
that mom to give you guys some
take
tips.
your sweet time.
Yeah.
Take your sweet. Let me tell
Beewol.
you, your mom your dad, your grandparents, whoever is putting you under pressure to get married will not be with you in that house.
Absolutely.
After your wedding, they are going back home, Kati. That man will beat you alone. That woman will refuse to give you sex alone. Take your time. Look for someone that you love.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Again,
I think
are you
enough
ready to
has
get
been
married?
said,
Yeah.
guys.
You
No,
need
you
to wrap
haven't
it up.
actually told us your take on this.
Well, I would rather, in regards to two options, parents organizing for me or having a contract, I'd rather go for a contract. Yeah, because at the end of the day, it gives me room to, gallivant.
Yeah.
The advantage of being a Muslim is I can be in 4 contracts at the same
But
time.
guys, anyway, what I wanted to say, Pyepar tumulava
Guys, this woman is
kusiba
hard.
Pyepar tumulava kubera ne short dreads. That nigga done go through it, bro.
Oh, yeah.
Damn, you done go through it. Like for you to okay, celebrate. Even just waking up and
Actually,
leaving
wait,
it, just celebrate.
Guys, we are wrapping it up.
Yeah, we are out,
Thank
guys.
you.
The only comment is subscribe because
Yes.
blood. I used to laugh at
Subscribe.
people in their YouTube videos. Subscribe.
So this is us now.
Subscribe. Let us know what you think in the
Yeah.
comments. Tell us,
Like.
what your views are, what your opinions are. Tell us what you think about this guy's foursome. Tell us
That
what you
didn't
think
happen,
about
but is
Mutuzo's
to happen.
relationship.
And scared to get
Mine
pregnant.
is out there. Mine
Yeah.
is out there.
Yeah.
The last 2 days, people have been abusing me on Twitter.
But has there ever been a day when they don't have?
Oh, yeah, I
Bruh.
think yesterday was like special, especially because I told.
In fact, let's
Bed
pause the end.
bits.
Let us go back.
Guys, we have come to the end.
We're done.
We are
Subscribe.
wrapping it up.
We're done.
Look for nothing serious.
So the handles
But-
are nothing serious. You do
Yeah.
on YouTube, Twitter, Facebook is
Instagram.
blocked in Uganda,
TikTok.
Instagram and TikTok. We'll be live every Friday. We drop an episode. Don't forget, it's about Uganda's social life. We really want to show people that we are serious people, even though we are not serious.
This has started on a very
Yeah.
bad.
Looking at the topic,
bad-
the nothing serious topic of the day, the conclusions, we have a lot. We
Oh
have
my
a
God.
mountain
But
to
guys,
climb.
we love you. Please love us back.
Yes.
Faisal,
Like,
Pyepar,
Share.
Michelin.
Beewol.
Derek Dasha.
it's been a pleasure.
We are